You do not manifest what you want. You manifest what you are. If you're a good manifester, then you're going to manifest a bunch of shit. If you're good at negotiating, you're going to negotiate. If you're good at confidence, you're going to be confident. If you're good at having anxiety, you're going to have anxiety. What is your identity? A prerequisite to manifestation is understanding who you are. And to that point I said earlier, practicing the manifestation muscle is what will get you into the manifestation process. You're going to start learning. Try something small. There was this Neville Goddard technique where he had his students write down, "I will not climb a ladder," for 3 nights in a row, while thinking before they went to bed about climbing a ladder, vividly imagining themselves climbing a ladder. Within the month, all of those students climbed the ladder. So start small. What can you practice your manifestation muscle on? Because your entire life is going to be manifested without you even realizing it. So the ultimate question that you need to ask is, what story do I present to the world? What story are you currently presenting to the world? What is your identity? Are you showing up every single day as the struggling person? Are you showing up every single day as the person who's looking for the next best thing? Are you looking to become better rather than being better? Are you trying to find something that you need in order to become better? Because you need to understand this. If you are currently looking to become better, if you're currently looking to be the best version, but you're not that right now, then you're going to put yourself in a perpetual cycle where you're never going to become what you want to be. Because you're not that right now. And what you need to do is learn how to be that thing right now. Learn how to accept everything that you have right now. Learn how to love your life that you have right now. Learn how to be the best person that you are right now. And the best advice that I can give for doing this is continuous improvement. Be the type of person who is continuously learning from others, continuously learning through your life. You're not trying to find something. You already are that person. That's the switch that you need to make. Because whenever you're trying to find something, you're trying to make something work, you don't have it. Because you gotta understand, anything that you want, you do not have. Anything that you want, you won't manifest what you want. You can only manifest what you are. So what are you? Because the moment that we start praying, asking for things, God, can you give me a good business? God, can you give me a relationship? God, can you give me friends? God, can you give me money? You're confessing that you don't have it. That's why it says in the Bible, when you pray, you must pray and then assume that the wish has been granted. You must assume that the wish has been granted. You must think from the goal. You must think from the lens of the goal. Whenever you're imagining, whenever you're visualizing, you don't think of the goal. You think from the lens of the goal. You think of yourself already being that person right now. You think from the goal. You act from the goal. You don't act like you're walking towards the goal. You don't think of the goal and try to walk towards it. You think from the goal. So what would the person that you want to be doing right now? You probably wouldn't even be watching this video because you've already learned how to manifest every single thing that you wanted. So you need to learn how to be the person you want to be right now. So unlocking the identity, understanding who you are, unlocks the universe, because you must understand the psychology of you is the psychology of the universe. The way that you think the world works is the way that the world is going to work. The way that you think you work is the way that you are going to work. If you think you're a lazy person, you're going to be a lazy person. If you think you're a productive person, you're going to be a productive person. If you think you can succeed, then you will succeed. If you think that you're confident, then you are confident. Anything that you believe to be true is true. And we need to decode the brain because we've taken on many different identities throughout our life and our career. And we've been told that we're this thing or another. But we're simply the awareness of that happening. We are not any certain thing. We're simply a creator. We're like We are like the divine creative spirit filtering out whatever we want to see. We're reflectors. We reflect whatever God's gift gives to us. Everything around us is an act of God. Every single thing around us is the universe. And we reflect what we see and think into the universe. Therefore, our experience of the universe, what we reflect, is what we are going to manifest. If we think that the world is a struggling place, then we're going to create a struggling life for ourselves. If we think that work is hard, then work is going to be hard. And with that, you must understand the concept of insecurity versus security, because this is a huge concept that needs to be talked about with the manifestation process. When it comes to money, the first thought of money is, do you feel secure towards money, or do you feel insecure towards money? It's one or the other. When it comes to your relationship status, do you feel secure or insecure? It's one or the other. Towards your business, do you feel secure or insecure? The emotions that you make, that you reflect towards any given thing, are going to be manifested into your life. So you need to learn how to walk with serene confidence. You must learn how to walk with confidence. You must learn to trust every single thing that God gives you, whether it's good or bad. Because, and if you can't become secure towards money within your current financial status right now, all of the greatest manifesting teachers out there, they always say you must practice detachment. If you want money to come overnight, you must be detached from money. Now, why is that? Because it's not focusing on security or insecurity. If anything, it's focusing on security because you're detached from it. And whenever you're detached from something, you don't need anything. And that is where I want you to get. That is where you need to get yourself to, where you don't need money. You don't need a relationship. Because the moment that you need something, you confess to the universe that you don't have it. And you can only manifest what you have. You don't manifest what you want. You manifest what you have. So what do you have right now? That is why detachment is so important. You must learn how to be detached. Whenever you detach yourself from the outcome, if what you're doing is the right thing, what you're doing is the wrong thing, it's going to be right every single time, because you feel secure no matter what towards whatever that project is, towards that person, towards that friend, towards that family member, towards anything. When you become good with and without something, that is whenever you manifest it. You're not going to manifest whenever you're living in this needy, dependent state where you need something in order to be happy. Because the more emotional weight that you put onto something, the further you push it away from you. The higher you put something on a pedestal, the further you're going to push that thing out of your reach. Because how can you grab something if it's up here and you're down here? If happiness is up here, how can you ever reach it if you're down here and you view yourself as being down here while happiness is up there? You won't reach it. You need to bring that down to you. You need to become secure towards it. Because are you feeling insecure or secure towards happiness, towards money, towards love, towards your life? You must create a sense of security. Throughout our whole lives, we're going to be given opportunities, chances, where we can either accept what's happened, or we can continue dwelling on that and continue reminding ourselves, like, life is so bad, life is so wrong, I'm such a miserable person. Because you need to understand that you are not your thoughts. You are the awareness of them. So whatever you give your awareness to, that is what you're going to reflect out into the world. So what you are is what you have right now. Your entire physical surroundings is a reflection of your internal state. Everything is an extension of you. Your life is an extension of you. Everything is connected to you. You are the center. All you need to do is mentally declare something to be. And that's the first step. Mental declaration. First, you mentally declare, I have, or I am going to have. It's okay if you say I'm going to have in this process. I'm just going to keep it simple. Even though it is more strong if you say, I have it right now, because ultimately what you need to get yourself feeling is feeling like you have it right now. But anyway, and then you must stay trusting the process. You need to learn how to continuously trust that you are going to receive what you want. Because the moment that time shows you, I don't have it yet, when's it going to come? You're going to fold under that pressure, and you are going to start identifying with the fact that you do not have it yet. But the only truth that there is in this entire world is your own thought, is your own mind. Because how can you prove that anything around you is real? You can't. You can't prove that anything around you is real. The only thing that you have proof of being real is your own thought, your vision. It comes from your own head. Your thoughts, your interpretation of reality, it comes from you. You are the common denominator among all things. So you choose what your life is going to be. So first you make the mental declaration, then you trust that you are going to get it. You trust that you are going to get it. And I say it again, you need to trust that you're going to get it. You put faith into that goal. You put faith that you are going to have it. Then 3, you just stay open and receptive. No matter what it looks like, no matter what the physical world is telling you, you remain consistent in your faith that you are going to get it. You need conviction. You need emotional conviction, because the moment that something tells you that you don't have it, then you're going to fall. You're going to fall under pressure. That's why you need emotional conviction. The stronger emotional conviction you have, you will not be deterred by something going wrong. You just won't, because you have emotional conviction that you're going to get it. That's how you manifest. That's how you manifest the life that you want. To find peace of mind is how you manifest everything. Because if you are constantly living in a needy state, a state of I need this to happen to be happy, then you're not going to get it, because you're putting yourself at an insecure frequency. You're putting yourself at a state of insecurity. So you cannot need something. You simply need to know that you have it. That's why you need emotional conviction. Because whenever the world tells you that you don't have something, which it will, you need emotional conviction to tell the world otherwise. And ultimately, the world telling you no, that's just your old self. That's your old frequency trying to step back into your reality. And you need emotional conviction to overpower the old identity. Because your nervous system is going to continuously throw doubt, throw worry, throw fear, frustration at you to make you feel like you don't have it, to make you double down and agree with the frustration, fear, doubt, or worry, and say, yeah, you're right, this isn't for me, or yeah, you're right, this is too hard. You cannot fall under that pressure. You need emotional conviction that you are going to get something. Emotional conviction that you have something. And then just be detached. Open and receptive. Let it come to you. Because the moment that you're able to detach, you're able to get into the flow state. You're able to get into the flow state of things. You choose, make that mental declaration, I have something. And then you simply take steps from the lens of you already having it. You take the steps from the lens of you already having it. And if you can't take the steps from the lens of you already having it, then simply just be detached. Simply be detached. Let go of the outcome. Let go of your need for it to work. If it works, it works. If it doesn't, it doesn't. That's what you must understand. You must be good with it and without it in order for it to manifest. Because a person with a lot of money, a person who has a lot of relationships, girlfriends, boyfriends, they are detached from if they get a relationship or not, because they have it in abundance. Even people who are less attractive. I know people who are less attractive but get plenty of relationships. It's like the only difference is their ability to be detached, to be good with and without something. You need to be secure within yourself. That's why I talk about insecurity versus security. You need to be secure about your relationship status. You need to be secure within yourself. All of the fruits of heaven, it says something like this in the Bible. All of the fruits of heaven will come to you whenever you act from the state of heaven. You must achieve the state of heaven. If you want to achieve anything, that's why you need to learn how to trust the process. Get into the flow state. It doesn't matter if it turns out good or bad. You simply made that mental declaration already. It doesn't matter if what you're doing is right or wrong. That is what you need to get into. That's the type of mindset you need to tap into. You just need to realize that it doesn't matter if what you're doing is right or wrong, because you're simply going to get it. All of the times I've sold the biggest deals that I've made have been whenever I wasn't worried about what I was saying. But before that, prior to that, I was worried about every single thing I said. On the phone, I was like, oh, fuck, like, am I saying this the right way? And I'm doubling back and thinking 5 seconds ago. I'm thinking 5 seconds in the future. You gotta be in the moment. You need to be in the moment. Just be present. Simply know that you have something. And that allows for you to be detached. And like I said, if you can't know that you already have something, just be detached from if it's going to work or not. Because the moment that you are detached from if it works or not, you have every single thing that you need. You suddenly don't need anything because you're detached. You're in that flow state. You just get yourself in that state of peace, the state of prosperity. And you can allow yourself to be confident in this state. You are confident in the detached state. You're confident in yourself that even the flaws that you have, you are okay with. You are okay with every single thing that you have. And that's like what I keep saying, to be good with and without something. You're okay with the flaws, to be good with and without them. If you're insecure about your financial state, you're insecure about your relationship, be good with and without it. Be good within yourself. Be prosperous within yourself. Act as a child. A kid's not going to care about if he's in a relationship or not. Kid's not going to care about if they have money or not. You need to learn how to act as a child. Get back into that childhood state. Let yourself be free. See that? Have everything now. Learn how to have everything now, because right now, in this moment, I'm not talking about 1 year from now. I'm not talking about 1 month from now. I'm not talking about at the end of the month. I'm not talking about at the end of the week. I'm talking about right now, right freaking now. You have every single thing that you need, don't you? You're breathing. You probably have water, probably have food, probably have a friend, at least one of them. And if you don't have friends, you can still learn how to be good with and without that. You can still learn how to be good independent. But right now, in this specific moment, don't you have everything that you need? You do. You have every single thing that you need right now. Learn how to bask in that thought. Learn how to live in that thought. You have every single thing that you need right now. What else are you missing? You're breathing, you have food, you have water, you have shelter. If you're watching this video, I assume you have shelter. But be thankful for that. Just let yourself live in this moment. Stop worrying about the future. Stop worrying about the past. Be present. Detach yourself from everything, all of your needs, all of your worries, all of your desires. Detach from them. Simply know that you have them. You have them right now. That is the key. Understanding that you have it right now. Think from the lens of already having it. You're at peace right now, right? I already told you that. Like, you can let yourself be at peace right now. You don't need to think about the future right now. You have everything that you need right now because you're at peace in this moment. And this singular moment is all there ever will be. All we have is memories. Time doesn't exist. Time is not real. Time is an illusion created by ourselves to understand the transmutation of energy. Because the only difference between right now and 5 seconds from now is energy. That's all that's changing. Inflows and outflows. Energy is the only thing that's continuously moving, morphing into new creation. That's the only thing that changes. And that's why we think that time exists. But all there is the now. It's the right now. We all exist everywhere, all at once. Everyone. Your past, your present, your dead grandma. Every single person is here right now with you. You got to realize that. We live in an infinite sea of oneness. Therefore, you are connected to that infinite sea of oneness. Therefore, you are able to tap into any single frequency of that sea of oneness. Because you, like everyone else, is a microcosm of the macrocosm. You are a singular point of God. And since you live within the mind of God, everyone else does as well. Subjective versus objective, real versus fake, it doesn't matter. Past versus future, it doesn't matter. Everything is in the mind of God. Remember, the all is in all. It says that in the Kabbalion. I recommend reading that. The all is in all. Everything is in the mind of God. So you can tap into any single energy that you want to if you have the ability to let yourself let go of the past and simply hop into it right now. Conviction to get there. Conviction will open the path for you to get there as long as you're open and receptive to getting there. And then last of all, just learn how to surrender. Surrender to the moment. Surrender to the outcome. Surrender to the person you're talking to. Surrender to everything. Just surrender. Let everything come to you, good or bad. Stop trying to control everything with a tight grip, knuckles white. Stop trying to control. Let everything come. The moment that you let everything come to you, you're free. You've made it. And that's that. Oh yeah, and if you want to learn more, schedule a meeting with me. A link down below. Thank you guys. Much appreciated.